Welcome back to the exciting adventures of Beefsteak the Barbarian. Last time, we bribed our way into Heritage Hill, explored the area, whole bunch of undead in there, real easy ones too, leading me to believe that probably was meant to tackle this at a lower level, but whatever, I'm cutting through them. Basically, I've explored the entire area. This matter, Acantha's in there. I guess she's an undead, but still has her faculties and was feasting on some people that I let loose. She didn't seem to spot me, though. I figured she would have attacked me once I let him go. But either way, that happened. Went around. Can't get into this mausoleum. There's probably some good treasure in there. There was supposed to be a key in this manor, but it was missing from the hook. So I'm thinking there's maybe some people that escaped out of there that have that key. But yeah, now it's time, I think, to go into the tower. So here we are. The massive stone door of the tower is sealed, and there doesn't appear to be any way of opening it. Oh yeah, that's right, I learned those words from the London key. You hear rumbles and clanks from hidden tumblers as the door unlocks. Cool. So there's probably a way to get the key to the Valtus mausoleum, but I haven't figured it out yet. Shh.
Yes.
And some goals. Make short work of these chumps.
Yeah?
What?
Well, there's more than just that. There's a dark goal. It's still gonna be easy.
Gotcha!
Gotcha!
No. I pressed to go that way! Stop being an idiot and go in the direction I tell you to. Oh, God, the pathfinding. So bad. So freaking bad.
What?
We have here a skeletal wizard. Suppose I should start launching some bolts in his direction. What's the range on this? 10 meters, that'll work.
My mind feels
Got him!
Why, Alaf, why did you just run way over there? For what the heck was that? Well, at least that wizard's dead. Alright. Help that dumbass out, grieving mother. There. Beefsteak will take care of this guy. I haven't used my shout yet. Oh, that's a Dargle too. Beautiful. This is gonna take a little bit longer. Let's, yeah.
Ah, got him!
Huh?
Quit?
Yes?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
I shall be discreet.
The cutest cat.
Your will, Watcher.
Fluffster. Oh, what's on the table? Crumpled page from Althelm's journal. Day 7. A week of study and we're still none the wiser about this device. Trindig remains optimistic. I don't know what I'd do about his spirit. Trindig's letter. Dearest mother and father, you will be pleased to hear that I've learned much already since coming to the city. There are many incredible ruins nearby, and Master Greg has allowed me to accompany him on a number of expeditions. I am writing to you from inside an ancient and Gwithan tower. There's an entire district built up around it, but the locals have mostly left the tower untouched. They have let us set up temporary living quarters here so our work can continue uninterrupted. It is an unsettling place at times, but Master Greg has been a constant comfort, and he is quick to remind me that the things we learn from this tower may one day help us find a cure for Wade One's legacy. I'd better get some rest now. Mr. Greg likes to get an early start up to the day. All my love, Trindig. Yeah, I bet this didn't end well for Trindig. Essence shimmers and pulsates within this strange device. Did Aleph run over there to get closer for Arcane Assault? What's the range on this? 8 meters. Yeah, that was the reason. Alright. At least there was a reason for him being immediate.
Your thoughts must
I should have thought about that before I used the spell. The ability, that is. Mattress is lumpy and smells of old straw, but whoever slept here last made it neatly. Alright. I got a Revenant. And a Revenant. And another Revenant. I'll just shoot some of these guys. That'll work.
My mind feels sharp as steel. Shed no blood.
Hey.
Don't worry, grieving mother. We're not shedding any blood.
Yeah?
They're skeletons. They don't have any blood.
Tell me.
Blood is long gone. No blood has been shed. Power. Money. Page from Alhelm's journal. Day 2. We've completed our measurements of the machine, thanks to Trindig's youthful agility. Further examination is required to discover its intended use. Ah, they were just sleeping chambers. Not too bad.
Your will, Watcher.
Creepy tower, but at least, nice comfy bed.
Quickly and quietly.
All right, then.
Another get back. Let's not get discovered just yet.
Hey.
Let the others get here. Let's get pouch in here. Get my man stick over here. Darren's right behind you.
Tell me.
Okay, we get another pack just to leave it. And yeah. Let us shoot this here skeletal mage wizard. There you go. Breakfast has been served. Great thing about the mind blades is you can actually use it to shoot around corners and stuff, because it'll jump from target to target. So if a target's not completely in your line of sight, but it can jump to it from a different target, that's
Yes.
something to consider.
Ah, got him!
Nice and
Hey.
easy.
Yeah?
I'm ready.
Those mind blades don't do a lot of damage, but they are damn useful.
Yes.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
One. Ah, that's a nice big old bed right here. Padding and scratchy old coverlet thickens the air with... Padding the scratchy old coverlet thickens the air with dust. No one has used this bed in weeks. Alright, that looks like that does it for level 1. Up the tower we go. Anything on the bookshelf? Oh, what do we got here? A Dargle. Let's check these books up first. Oh, Shadows. That would be good if I want to sneak by all these guys instead of fighting them. But it's not like these guys are tough or anything. Rathian Scripture. I think I've read this before. Alright. Let's go. Can I shoot over this table? Please tell me that table is not an obstacle I can't shoot over. That would suck.
Hey.
That table doesn't look particularly tall. Oh, I guess it is an obstacle. Which is stupid. You could shoot over that table. That table's what? 2.5, maybe 3 feet tall? And the goals are normal person height. It's not like they're super short.
Hey.
But no matter.
Thing isn't doing the job.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Hey.
Yeah?
Quit?
Time to see and not be seen.
More undead.
Yeah?
Hey.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Gotta say, these battles are boring because they're so easy.
Hey.
Because I guess I'm higher level than I was
Yeah?
intended to be here. But at least they're quick.
I'm ready. My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Ah, Orlan's Bramble Ring. +1 intellect. Major spellbind. Arcane dampener. Well, definitely gonna have to look at who can use that. Pretty much any spellcaster would be happy to have that. Oh, I didn't read the note? Ah, silly me. Alright. Let's open up the here stash and there's no. No, I've already read day. This is no, this is a different day 2 page. I guess he did more than one journal entry on day 2. Or was the other one day 3? We've completed our measurement. No, this I have read before. I could have sworn there was a journal entry there. One of these guys get it? No. Well, anyway, let's check this ring. First off, who doesn't have a second ring? Adair, Gina. Well, Palgina wouldn't be too bad because the increased intellect would increase her aura size, but she might already have bonus to intellect. Let's see. No, I don't believe she does. Let's see. +1 endurance from the Trollhide belt. This increases aura effect, but that's not an intellect bonus. Huh. It's not a bad idea. I mean, I'm usually grouped close enough together that her aura, which right now is...
Quit?
3.2 meters is enough, but sometimes, I wander far enough away and it's not getting everybody. So if I put this, so it's 3.2 meters now. And if I put this ring on her, yay, that should increase, right? 3.4 meters, yes, very good. All right. There's no point in putting it on Alov because I'm almost positive he has plus intellect items on him already.
Yes?
Yeah, there you go. Most of Grieving Mother's spells are really AoE. I mean, she has some. This one I use all the time is an AoE. Yeah, target plus 3.1 meter radius, so it would have helped that out. But yeah. Spell is awesome because it does raw damage. Not a lot of damage, but raw damage, no resistance. Anyways, back at it. Let's see what's on this table over here.
Yes.
More notes. Folded page from Alphelm's journal. Day 10. Patrons grow impatient with the lack of quantifiable results. They should drag themselves out of their mansions and spend a few nights here if they think it's so easy. Wasn't another page on here? I could have swore there was a page on here. That one. There's some mad scientist stuff going on over here. Stairs up. Revenant, another Revenant. I might be able to kill them both at the same time. Revenants are pretty weak. Alright. Oh, you shoot that one. You shoot that one. And you shoot that one. You shoot this one. You shoot this one. And you shoot this one. If any luck, will kill them both. Oh, got one of them and seriously hurt the other. That still works. Palagina, go help out over here. Beefstick can handle this one all by himself.
Quit?
In fact, that one's gonna die as soon as Durance does his radiance.
Useless.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Huh?
I'm ready. Your thoughts must flow deep.
Pulling, pounding energy in the machine feels even stronger up here. I didn't even realize I clicked on that.
Nice and quiet.
Your will, Watcher.
They got a lot of desks. Fireball. Okay. How much lore do you need to cast it? 6 lore. I might give it to Durance eventually, if he has enough lore. Time being, give it to Palagina, because she has room in her inventory. Page from Alhelm's journal. Day 11. Finally got out of the tower to clear our heads. Beasts take the patrons. We'll find the study on our own terms, our own time, just as I said as much to Trinding. The sky came to life with stray lightning. I said it's a good omen, but the poor lad spooked. Only cure for that is a good night's sleep. Not sure if we're gonna find the day 12 journal entry. They may have been dead by day 12. Let's see what's over here. Wand and some money. More money. The Works of Unguithans, a comprehensive guide. The scroll contains a pen and ink diagram of the Aedra device running through the tower. Despite copious measurements and carefully drawn detail, it gives no indication of the machine's purpose. Is this another one of these machines that makes Hollowborn? Doesn't look exactly the same. Alright, up the stairs we go. Level 3 of the tower. Oh, this is the top. Ah. Stuff's about to go down here. If stuff's gonna go down, this is where it's gonna go down. Yeah, this does look like another one of those artifacts. Standing near the device feels like being blown about by a storm gale. The stone steps hum with energy. And, oh, there's Althelm. He's a ghoul now. Dargol.
Let's try this configuration. Still nothing. Configuration. Still nothing. Confounded device.
Alright. Well then, let's come out of hiding and talk to him. Mr. Aldhelm, how are ya? Hold on, before that, I have to get Beefstick here. And they are here. Palagina here. When he turns and sees you, he snarls and scuttles behind the Aedra pedestal. Only his bared teeth seem to have escaped decay. His eyes are yellowed and bloodshot, but they flicker with intelligence. He averts his gaze and holds a hand in front of his face. Shouldn't be here. What do you want? Who and what are you?
I'm an animancer. still an animancer.
He closes his eyes and holds the sides of his head. 15 years at Brackenberry. 7 tours to the ruins beyond Solace Vale. His eyes snap open. I'm an animancer. Still an animancer. His gaze lights on the ager post with sudden recognition. He starts to turn back to the copper dials. Tell me what happened here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He hisses. He smashes a fist into the ager pillar. His hand makes a crunching noise, but it doesn't bleed. It's because he's dead.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
He covers his face with his other hand.
The tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
Research. He clenches his fist in concentration. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now. It's probably the Leaden Key, whether he knew it or not, that hired him to do research on this. Given the catastrophe that followed, the commission and your research might matter a great deal. Whatever happened, I just need you to give me the facts, please. Yeah, I'm gonna be the diplomatic approach.
Static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight.
For whatever reason, it's cutting off like the first sentence and a half of the narration. Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and static charges were picked up the voice acting.
1,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start?
And the machine, this cursed spire, dormant for 2,000 years.
But I don't know how this happened. Nowhere to go. That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
He turns to you in a sudden burst of passion. Years I've been doing this. Years! I know how these things work, but I don't know how this happened. He gazes at the forsaken district beneath the tower. Slow down. What does this machine have to do with souls?
Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick, yes? Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it. So it is with this machine.
No time to slow down, but a tremor of frustration runs through his face. I can explain. He looks at you and runs his tongue along the edges of his fine, strong teeth. He quickly looks away. So this is like a magnet for souls? So, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's how the hollow born are created. This thing sucks up the souls as they're born when they're still weak and haven't fully clung to their body yet. This thing sucks them out and sucks them into this machine. What are they gonna do with all those souls? What is the Leaden Key gonna do with all those souls? Whoa. Hey, stuff just got extra creepy.
Lie buried in the ruins of Erglanfath. No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglanfath? There was a stranger in the tower the night this happened?
Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did, But by morning, the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
I didn't see him. My assistant. He hesitates, his lips working soundlessly as if he can't remember or can't say his name. He saw him. We laughed. You're not like the ghouls in the street.
Soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, so does the mind. Until nothing is left but the hunger. The only way to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply.
The beginning of the narration getting cut off is getting really annoying. Not yet. Something gurgles in Alham's throat and he grimaces. But I will be. My body is dead. My soul imprisoned in this corpse only makes it seem otherwise. Blah, 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 blah. He heaves and retches, eyeing you strangely. No, you're not gonna eat me, buddy.
The affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. But I'd do it again. I'll do it as long as I must to end this disaster.
One shaky hand scratches at his bare, sore-eaten chest. I'm not proud of any of it, hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Yeah, well, if you think you're gonna pick me up, that's not gonna happen.
You could help. Help me end this. Help me find sustenance.
His eyes glitter and he licks his lips with a cracked and shriveled tongue. How can I help?
Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful. Runes! The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows them. She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls.
Not your help I need, it's... Harridan, Shrew. Okay, so I need to go talk to Acantha again. She wasn't here the night the machine came on, staying with her patron somewhere near. Too good to be burdened with our ignorant company. What happened to the rest of your team?
We fed when we needed, and locked ourselves in the tower to work. And then there came a time when the hunger struck, and there was hardly anyone left.
By the time I realized what had happened, the district had already been sealed. So he wound up eating Trindig. I'll get the words from Acantha.
District. Probably here still.
I know where she is.
Always prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps you'll bring me something. Something to keep me sharp. Then I show you a secret about the machine. Something to make you strong.
He wants me to bring him something to eat, another live person? Yeah, that's not happening, buddy. This is an animancer in his natural state, Watcher. Never has he respected the sanctity of the god's creation. Only now he no longer has the cunning to hide it. He should be put down like a sick animal, although not without first putting his spirit to the flames test. I do imagine that's how this is going to end. Well, let's go back down and proceed to the bottom. Go and see Acantha. She's probably not going to be happy I released her dinner. So, I have an idea of how this is going to work out. That's my guess is she's going to get pissed. We're going to fight. She's going to die. And then I'm going to read her soul and get the results. Get the information I need. Might be the same thing that happens to my man at the top of the tower. If he doesn't completely cooperate with me. Heritage Hill Cemetery. Okay.
Huh? Sure.
Huh? Of course.
Quit? Ah.
Fine.
Sure.
You return. What if you come seeking this time?
I need the words that operate the Engwithan machine in the tower.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is.
She laughs, a noise that blends the crunch of dry leaves with something piercing and white hot. You feel a hot core of pride smoldering at the center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
She shakes her head and pokes at the fire with renewed ferocity. Humble Aldhelm now by demonstrating the value of your research. Yes, I'm gonna appeal to her pride. My silence demonstrates it more succinctly. Your words span the strange coals at the center of her soul. The problems in Heritage Hill are bigger than your rivalry, Acantha. What do I care? I prepared myself for an eventuality such as this, and I can assure you that the dwindling souls in the streets are beyond caring as well. Her pride burns brighter still. This is gonna end with me chopping you in half, isn't it? Tell me the tower's name.
Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls.
Ah, so this is like the central collector, and the other ones are basically just hubs. They're like routers or something, taking the information and bringing it into here. Gotcha. Cantha closes her eyes. Her voice is suddenly soothing. She stands and turns to you, wiping parchment dry hands on her clothes. You seem to know a lot about Ter Nuneth.
I read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Aldhelm try to read them like instructions, and in so doing, they miss their true meaning completely.
Why would the Engwithans have wanted to tether souls like this?
Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Engwithans as masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment.
They built this, it didn't do exactly like what they wanted it to. And they're like, oh, this was a horrible mistake. Maybe it was even what wound up being their downfall. Possibly. Or maybe why they moved away from here. Where would they move souls?
Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question, as always, is why? To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields? To collect them like butterflies under glass? To melt them down for raw essence? Unfortunately, I don't know.
If that guy Theos could move his souls between bodies, could he potentially use this machine to travel great distances and allow him to be pretty much anywhere he wants to? Oh man, I can't allow that to go on. How do you operate the machine atop Ter Nuneth?
Back to these Tinker's concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
I'd release them.
So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless.
I could help you, but I won't. The pride lodged in her soul flares up, twisting into the shape of something that writhes and squeals within her. Here, I have specimens aplenty and time enough to observe them all. It's every scientist's dream. My answer is no. Alright, before I go ahead and extinguish her pride, I'm going to just try talking her out before messing around with her soul. The fate of these trapped souls is more important. They're inconsequential. Their existence means nothing. They don't even understand their predicament, which you and I see so clearly. Her pride blazes on. Through them, I'll accomplish more than any of my peers. And who will know about it? The pride thing flickers as the flames around it abate. All I've learned, years of studying the Nguiffan language, no one understands it better than me. That counts for something. Your opportunities here are finite. One day, that knowledge will die with you. The pride hisses and sputters. It's little more than an ember now. You're wrong. But there's no conviction in her voice. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That'll give me something. Cool, I'm extinguishing her pride without doing it this way, but by doing it through words. Teach me what you know, and I'll make sure that it grows and your legacy lives on. Your words finally quench her pride, and all that remains is a blackened diamond hard rock. You cast it away where it melts into the darkness.
So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours.
Her voice is calm and quiet.
These are the words you need.
Her cold, dry fingertips rest on your temples, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Runes flash through your head, but they're no longer just pictures. They have meaning, and you understand them. They're commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from a past life long since buried. You can see a vast array of runes, far more than Acantha has shown you, and you know their sound and their meaning and how they fit together. The language of Engwith, once more at your command. Oh, there was that ruin near Durfur, not the Engwithan ruin. Well, it was probably an Engwithan ruin too, the different one, the one with all the spiders. And there was a place there that I couldn't read because I didn't understand. But now I can. I should go back there at some point.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did.
She retreats from you.
Take this knowledge then, and do what you will with Ter Nuneth. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
Certainly. Explain how the control words work. Harnessing the power of Ter Nuneth is about understanding what it was designed to do. You know the words and their meanings. You can speak them and the tower shall obey. What do I do with the tower now that I know these words?
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls. and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
Okay. So I need to be careful about how I turn this thing off. Gotcha. Thank you. When I turn this off, I bet I'm going to have a lot more undead to fight. Which is fine, because I'm carving through these chumps like a hot knife through butter. Aldhelm looks much worse than before. His rotten flesh hangs loosely, and sores have eaten away patches of skin at his joints. He looks at you with a strange glimmer in his eyes. Is he gonna attack me?
Flesh.
Let's just prepare, because I'm pretty
Tell
sure I
me.
know what's gonna happen here.
Sure.
Tell me. I understand.
Hey. All right then.
What? You can trust me.
No. Hold on.
Sure.
Ah, god damn it.
Huh? Sure.
A jagged Aedra pillar rises in front of you, encased in stonework and run through with copper veins. The panel is covered with runes, which you can now understand. You recognize the words for end and for hold. The dial is currently fixed on hold. You also recognize by an inscription that the manner in which you turn the dial is a means of throttling the device. Well, I could overload it and destroy all those souls. I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's go with end. As the command words leave your lips, the dial sinks into the Aedra under your hand. Something like a thunderclap sounds overhead. The glow fades from the machine as it falls dormant. Although overloading and destroying it might have been the better. I don't like destroying all those souls, but then the leaden key couldn't come back here and use this again. Alright, let's talk with this dude.
Still and silent. It's finally over.
So
No problem.
I'm clicking on that now? Well, that's that, huh?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. Yes.
Kind of feel like I should have destroyed it. Well, no metagaming. It is what it is. stick with our decision. Ooh, I never got that. Man. Oh, what's down here? Camping supplies and stalker teeth. Well, let's camp out right here. I'll grab those camping supplies. Might as well. This is basically a free camp. Hireling's payday! 600 coppers. How much longer for this? 13 hours. And then my walls will be all built up, ready to go. Thank you. One more look at the manor here. See if I missed the key anywhere. This won't take long. Before I leave this district, might as well do my due diligence.
Hey.
Tell me.
Yes.
This is where the key was supposed to be. This seems to be the hook mentioned in the letter, but the mausoleum key is missing. Maybe whoever took the key is at the mausoleum now. I should visit that if I don't find it anywhere in here. Maybe they took the key as I went in here. I was exploring a different part. Maybe they're at the mausoleum now. When light shades from behind the map, there's a ragged hole to the outside as if someone dug through. Yeah, it's where the people escaped that were holed up in that room. Nothing else in here. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's go. Camping supplies in here, right? Yep. There's that mausoleum. Aha, it is open now. That's right, someone came
I'll see
here.
what I can
It
find.
was locked before and I couldn't open it. But now... Oh no, I've been in here before, but now there's a person in here. Or is this... No, this is a different mausoleum. It's just shaped the same. Saeda. Well, Saeda, how you doing? A little girl cowers in the back of the tomb. Her face is streaked with dirt, and even in the shadows you can tell she's far too thin. She watches you, holding your breath. It's alright, you're safe. She inches into the candlelight. Her clothes are a little more than filthy rags now, but ripped and stained fabric look like embroidered silk. You have to be quiet. Noise brings the hungry people. Madiko, how did she survive in this place? My name is Saeda. Are you hiding from them too? She watches the door of the vault. Her eyes are wide and careful. You're Saeda? I came across some gargoyles in a house. The girl's eyes widen. You saw mother and father and the Milo? How did you get away? I killed them. I had no choice. I'm gonna be honest. She picks at a thumbnail, watching you. She nods slowly. Who are the hungry people? She whispers and her eyes are round with terror. The ones outside. They don't sleep or die, but they eat. Tell me what happened to you. Her eyes take on a distant look. Her legs start to tremble. You're frightened and you've been stuck here for too long, but try to remember what happened before. She takes a deep breath and stares at the stone floor. There was a big noise and a light in the sky. Everyone thought it was a storm, but then people started waking up. After they died, I mean. She twists her shredded sleeve into knots. Mother and father and Emilio boarded up the door, but the hungry people found their house. Her fidgeting becomes more agitated. They fought, but the hungry people always get up again. They broke through the door and Mother told me to hide. And then I came here to hide, but the door got stuck and I didn't know when it would be safe outside. Where's your family? At the house. Mother told me to hide and not let anyone in. Then I heard a lot of noise, fighting and yelling, and her eyes glaze over. And then Mother told me to open the door again, but she didn't sound right. And she was dead. She was already undead by then. You need to get out of here. Is it safe? Are the hungry people out there? I've turned off the machine that makes the hungry people come back. You can leave. Thank you. She gives you a quick hug and runs for the door. I wish I could have given her some money or brought her to somewhere safe, but hopefully she makes it there on her own. Alright, back into scouting
Time to
mode.
see and not be seen.
Let's see if any of these are trapped before I loot them. Nestled among the candles are the odds and ends of a patchwork family memorial. Valian Luce's, a cameo etching of a woman in finery, and a turquoise necklace. These vaults are sealed shut and sticky with cobwebs. Not this one.
Need a fighting hand here!
Ouch. It was trapped, I just couldn't detect it. Iridescent scarab figurine. One per rest. Summon Aether beetle. Cool! This Aether figurine is shaped like a small beetle. Its colorful shell catches the light in strange ways, changing hues as it's turned in one's hand. Sweet. That's it in here, right? Looks like it. Might as well get another free camp out of this to get endurance back up to maximum. Thank you. I'll take that. Oh, I've gone to Hero in Defiance Bay. Maybe now I can get that information for Eder, since I'm now more well known. There's the little girl. Say that there. That's the nice man who helped me. And thank the Iron Arm for it. We'll get you sorted out at the keep. I should go to the keep. Now there's a letter saying that the money goes to the fortune goes to the keep if there's no surviving family member, but she's a surviving family member. She should get the fortune.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Because she's a member of the tower. It's off. Does this mean the curse on Heritage Hill is lifted? It wasn't a curse, but yes, the district is safe again. I think it'll be some time before anyone will be willing to settle in the district again, but at least we can get started on restoring it. Let's go to First Fires. Talk to the Crucible Knights. Get the thing with Saida straightened out. Then it'll be off to Brackenberry to talk to Lady Webb. Tell her what I found. And by then we may have enough to go see the Duke. Probably go see the Knight Captain or the Commander. No, where's the little girl? I wanna help her out. Deserves this money. Where is she? Is she at the temple? So they're gonna bring her here. I would imagine they would have brought her over here somewhere. Right? I don't think she'd be at the training grounds. But just for thoroughness sake, I'll go through it. Hey Dunstan, how you doing? Oh, can he reforge this blade? Shown the pieces of the blade of the endless past. I found several fragments of an ancient sword. Do you think you can repair it? Dunstan gives a low whistle. That's a fine blade indeed. He holds one fragment in his rough hands. Looks a Durin, special made. Must have been commissioned for a champion of some sort. He hands you the shard back to you. A sword of this caliber would have had a specially designed hilt too. It would be a shame to graft anything else onto it, and besides, it'll balance best with all the original pieces. You find the rest of it, and I'll forge it for you. Well, I have the hilt, but I guess there's more pieces. Is she in the barracks? Are they having her stay at the barracks? Where are you, Saida? She's not in here. Maybe I'll find her at the Duke's Palace. Well, I'll go to the Duke's Palace eventually, but I think we need to go back to Dunrid Row first. And talk to Lady Webb. Let her know what I found out. Just quite a bit. Any more assassins to come to attack me? Assassins? Hello, assassins. You guys want to do some assassinating? No? No?
Hello.
Excuse me, but I've been looking for you. You're the one who lifted the curse on Heritage Hill. Yes? My lady, who wishes to remain anonymous, has entrusted me with bringing you this pistol. It belonged to a dear friend of hers who was lost to the curse. Okay. For your part in reclaiming Heritage Hill, my lady wishes you to have it. Here, may it serve you well in battle. Thank you. She bows. You are quite welcome. Now I must be off. Let's see this pistol. St. Garum Spark. Well, let's compare. Well, it's a little weird comparing with a blunderbuss, because this does 6 projectiles. Alright. Marking. Plus 10 accuracy granted to an ally attacking the same target. Shocking Lash. Plus 25% shock damage. Damage reduction. 6 damage reduction bypass. St. Garum was a priest of Hylia, known for his mastery of the art of wordplay. It is said that he could shape the wood of a crowd in a single word, and find with cruel precision the most shocking turn of phrase with which to dismantle an opponent. One more whimsical daughter of the Durwood had this pistol crafted in his honor, for the gun, too, she said, could put an end to any debate. Fair enough. I think right now Lead Spitter is better, but eventually I could make this superb, or at least exceptional, and then it would be more accurate, and it would have the same 1.3 damage extra. There's a greater damage reduction. Actually, no, this has 3 and 4, so it's 7. I'll stick with Lead Spitter for now. Let's see what Lady Webb has to say. I'm sure she'll be interested to hear this information.
How fares your search?
There's something I can tell you about the Leaden Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
The Engwithan Tower in Heritage Hill contains an ancient machine that can control the flow of souls. The Leaden Key activated it.
This is troubling. That civilization seems to have known more about the mechanics of souls than anyone since. The Leaden Key was born in that period. It may be that Theos has full knowledge of their technology. The applications of this machine you speak of, I don't want to think about it.
No, it's not good.
The Leaden Key's conspiracy is clear now. They have used Engwithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame Animancy for it. As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against Animancy. When they finish, he is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this path for some time. I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. Our Duke must hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, the hearings are closed to the public, which makes the Duke inaccessible until they are completed.
Come on, Lady Webb. You got some pull. You can get me in there. I'm sure you can find a way.
However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little pandering. There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, and from House Dominel. If you can gain the support of one of those groups, that may be your best way in. See what you can arrange.
Well, I think the Dozens is the way to go. I mean, with the Dozens, I'm a hero. With the Knights, I'm an ally. And House Dominel straight up despises me. So, yeah. Alright, so next time we'll go to Copper Lane, go to the Expedition Hall, talk to the Dozens, and see if I can get them to get me into the Duke's Palace.